Now, Deutsche Bank expects NEO to get a total volumes of orders inflow of 26,000 in July, with the deliveries expectations coming to around 21,000. You and me can agree that obviously the delivery wise it's pretty low from what was we were expecting, right? Even the orders inflow it's pretty low from what we were all expecting NEO to be at. But not to worry, because tomorrow it is the official launch of the Onvo L90. This is where we are going to see, of course, deliveries from here improving significantly, being able to allow NEO to get to probably, I don't know, 35,000 40,000 to 35,000 40,000 deliveries, which is something that I think as investors we all want to see. That is the most important part, or that is the what is mostly anticipated from NEO. And I can tell you now, the orders inflow for NEO for August are going to be quite significant to coming with the effect from, or with the effects from the Onvo L90. And now from there we are going to also get even more orders inflows based on the ES8, which is going to be launched during NEO Day 2025, which is supposed to come around September of this year. Now, when September comes, we know that when that car is officially launched, deliveries are expected to commence as early as possible. Who knows, end of Q3 we could be seeing ES8 starting with the deliveries, and then again right there after that launch we are going to see massive orders inflow coming into NEO. And in addition to the Onvo L90, I can quite guarantee you that the orders on a monthly basis for NEO is going to double from where these orders are currently at right now, which is around 26,000. So what I'm saying is that from September, October going forward, in fact in Q4, orders that will be coming onto NEO should surpass the 50,000 mark, which therefore will make it easier for NEO to reach the 50,000 deliveries, which is their target. Remember, for NEO to get to profitability, they said they need to at least get or obtain 50,000 deliveries, which 25,000 should come from NEO, 25,000 from Firefly. And I've no doubt in my mind that the ES8 is going to, of course, unlock these massive deliveries coming from NEO also, which will take NEO deliveries to over 20,000. 25,000, I'm not yet sure if NEO will still get there, but the good thing is that the ES8, based off what we are seeing on the streets of social media, it looks like it's gonna come with some massive development, massive features, even much better than the Onvo L90. If you think Onvo L90 is great, it's a great 6-seater SUV, wait until you see the ES8, because ES8 is a premium, it will be a premium 6-seater SUV, which there is more that we can expect from that brand, right? Or from that model. And I must say, we all look forward to that. So Deutsche Bank expects 21,000 deliveries come Thursday, come Friday, the 1st of August. And yeah, let's wait, let's see. But one thing about Deutsche Bank and why you should, I think, consider their numbers is that they are usually not very far off from what NEO ends up delivering. But anyways, let's wait, let's see what transpires. I think 21,000, it's a bit low for NEO, but let's wait, let's see what transpires, because 21,000, it will be a 2% increase year on year, but it will be a 16% decrease from the almost 25,000 which they got for the month of June, right? But again, let's wait, let's see what happens. But I think this is too low. I think, of course, NEO should strive to get something pretty decent, because look, man, for Q3 NEO should already target the base of 100,000 deliveries, because if they don't get a minimum of 100,000, we might have to forget about deliveries going over, obviously, maybe 50 to 50,000 on a monthly basis in Q4, because the cars that are supposed to boost or bring in some massive deliveries onto NEO is the Onvo L60, is the Onvo L90, and the NEO ES8 that are still going to be launched. And if they don't do the magic, these models, then it's going to be game over. Yes, there's L80 coming, but the significance of the L80 onto the deliveries, or onto the total deliveries, I don't think it will be, or it will bring that kind of an impact, like the kind of impact we are seeing onto the Onvo L90, meaning that even order wise we might see or actually see that the Envo L80 has got slightly lower orders inflow compared to, of course, what the kind of orders that the Envo L90 scored, which is something that we must have at the back of our minds before we go even on to the launch of the Envo L80. Something very interesting though about the Envo L80 is that, look, with the Envo L90 we already see the sneak peeks of how it looks like and how people were before the car was also pre-launched. But the Onvo L8 we have not seen nothing. And the good thing is that, look, last year there was a sugar design, a model or car that surfaced the streets of social media, and so many people thought that is the Onvo L80, right? But is it going to be the case? Because if what we saw last year, that sugar design that we saw last year is the L80, then I'm quite certain that it will also do very well. Look, me, when talking or when looking at what is coming ahead of NIO, I'm very much confident with the fact that Onvo will be able to easily sell over 30,000 in Q4. I think it should be easier adding the L80 in the mix, but NIO 25,000 I'm not quite certain. But if the ES8 is as good as what NIO is saying, then then it will be able to be the one to take it to, of course, 25,000 deliveries. But you must know the model ES8 is not obviously a mass market, because that is the second most expensive car that you buy from NIO, meaning that there's not many people that can afford that car, and therefore we must not jump gun and think that the L80 is going to outperform even the ET5, outperform a car like the ES6, even the ECC, a car like, or a model like the EC6. It's not going to happen because it's not many people that can afford that car, right? But again, knowing that it's going to be a 6-seater with even much better experience than the Onvo L60, you and me can agree that, look man, it will have a potential, or it will be able to sell more than the ET9, that's for sure. But again, let's wait, let's see what will happen. We have not even seen sneak peeks of the interior of the NIO ES8, but let's wait, let's see what transpires. I think we should brace ourselves for what's coming, because delivery wise it's just the beginning, which is why I'm saying whatever I can, wherever I can get, I'm going to take the low trading price as an opportunity to load the boat, because I know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. Tell me what you think about this. I think we should brace ourselves for what's coming. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Look man, it takes me some time to make videos like this, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up so that at least can be spread out to the new investors all over the world, right? They can get to see the good news of what is coming, what is expected of NIO, what NIO expects to achieve, which is obviously good, because that is what gives us the confidence to remain long and strong onto NIO. I'll see you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe. That is all from me, and God bless you all.